She warned me at the altar. I married her anyway. She kissed me at the altar. Soft, careful, and then she leaned closer and whispered something no groom is supposed to hear. Don't fall in love with me. For a second, I thought I misheard her. The music was loud. People were smiling. Cameras were flashing. This was supposed to be the happiest moment of my life. I smiled back at her. I nodded, and I married her anyway. People think love stories end at weddings. That's the lie we sell ourselves. The truth is, some of them end right there. We just don't realize it yet. I met her 3 years earlier. She wasn't loud. She wasn't dramatic. She was calm, grounded, safe. After a series of chaotic relationships that felt like oxygen. She didn't challenge me, didn't demand much, didn't ask uncomfortable questions. She fit into my life perfectly. And I mistook that for love. Looking back, there were signs. Small ones. She never talked about forever, unless I brought it up. She smiled more in photos than in private. She avoided deep conversations by changing the subject. When I asked her once what she loved most about me, she paused too long. You're stable, she said. I took it as a compliment. It wasn't. When I proposed, she cried. Not loudly, quietly. I thought they were happy tears. Later, I would understand the difference. The wedding day arrived fast. Too fast for doubt. Everyone kept saying how lucky I was. How calm she is. How drama-free she is. How perfect we looked together. I believed them, right up until the altar. When she whispered those words, my heart skipped. But not in fear, in denial. I told myself she was nervous. Joking. Overwhelmed. People say love is a choice. So I chose not to hear it. The first night as husband and wife was quiet. Not intimate quiet, empty quiet. She lay beside me, facing the wall. I asked if she was okay. I'm just tired, she said. That sentence would follow me for years. Married life looked perfect on the outside. Photos, trips, dinner parties. Inside the house, it was different. She didn't reach for me. Didn't ask about my day. Didn't argue. At first, I loved that. No conflict felt like peace. But peace without connection is just distance wearing a disguise. I tried harder. I planned dates. Bought gifts. Said the right words. She appreciated everything. But appreciation isn't love. And you feel the difference when it's missing. One night, months later, I asked her directly. Do you love me? She didn't answer right away. That pause felt longer than our entire marriage so far. I care about you, she said carefully. That's when I remembered the altar. I should have left then. I didn't, because I believed love could be built. Because I was afraid of starting over. Because I thought effort could replace truth. The distance grew slowly. That's how it always happens. No explosion. No betrayal. Just two people drifting in the same room. She stopped wearing my favorite perfume. Stopped laughing at my jokes. Stopped touching me at night. Not angrily. Just neutrally. One evening, I came home early. Her phone was on the table. A message lit up the screen. I miss you. I hate pretending with him. My hands went numb. I didn't scream. Didn't throw the phone. I finally understood the warning. She didn't deny it. She sat down across from me and told the truth she had tried to ignore. She married me hoping love would come later. She chose safety over passion. She thought feelings could be forced. They can't. I never cheated, she said. But my heart never moved in. That hurt more than cheating ever could. That night, I slept alone. Not because she left, because something between us died. And for the first time, I asked myself the question I should have asked at the altar. Why did I marry someone who told me not to love her? The marriage that started with a warning. After that night, nothing exploded. That was the scariest part. No screaming, no accusations, no dramatic exits. Just two people waking up in the same bed, pretending something hadn't already ended. We tried to act normal. She still made coffee in the mornings. I still asked how she slept. But our conversations felt like lines from a play we both wanted to leave early. I kept hoping she'd change. She kept hoping I'd stop noticing. One evening, I asked her something I had avoided for months. Why did you marry me? She didn't answer right away. She never did. Finally, she said, because you were good to me. That wasn't the answer I wanted. So I asked again. No, why really? She sighed. Because I was tired of chaos, she admitted. Tired of loving the wrong people. Tired of pain. I felt my chest tighten. So you chose me, I said slowly, because I was safe. She nodded. I thought love would follow. That was the moment I realized something terrifying. She didn't marry me out of love. She married me out of exhaustion. I wanted to be angry. But anger needs a villain. And she wasn't cruel. She was honest. Just too late. I started replaying our entire relationship. The way she never fought for us. The way she agreed too easily. The way she avoided talking about feelings. I had called it maturity. It wasn't. It was emotional distance. I tried to close the gap. I planned trips, surprises, late-night conversations. She participated. She always did. But participation without desire feels hollow. Like hugging someone who doesn't hug back. One night, after too much wine, she finally broke. I feel like I'm disappearing, she said. I froze. You're not, I replied quickly. I'm right here. She shook her head. That's the problem, she whispered. You're here, but I'm not. She confessed something she'd never said out loud. She had loved someone before me. Deeply. Completely. And it destroyed her. When that relationship ended, she promised herself she'd never feel that much again. I thought choosing someone calm would protect me, she said. And did it? I asked. She looked at me. No, she said softly. It just taught me how to live without feeling. That sentence haunted me, because I realized something else. I wasn't just losing her love. I had never truly had it. The message on her phone wasn't about cheating. It was about escape, about being seen again, about remembering who she was before she chose safety over truth. I asked her if she still wanted to be married. She didn't say yes. She didn't say no. I don't know, she said. And that, I don't know, slowly killed everything. We became roommates, polite, respectful, empty. She stayed late at work. I stayed longer at the gym. We avoided each other without saying it out loud. One night, I couldn't take it anymore. I need to know, I said. Are you in this, or not? She looked at me for a long time. Longer than at the altar. I don't think I ever was, she finally said. Something inside me went quiet. Not shattered, not broken, just clear. I finally understood the warning. The next morning, she packed a small bag. Not everything, just enough. I need space, she said. I didn't stop her, because deep down, I knew space wasn't the problem. After she left, the house felt bigger, colder, honest. I sat alone in the silence and faced the question I had avoided since the wedding day. Why did I stay after she told me not to love her? And the answer scared me. Because it had nothing to do with her. Why I said yes to a love that wasn't there. When the door closed behind her, I didn't cry. That surprised me. I just stood in the hallway, listening to the silence, and for the first time since the wedding day, I wasn't confused anymore. I was honest. I finally answered the question I'd been avoiding. Why did I stay after she warned me? Because I was afraid, not of losing her, of being alone. I had mistaken stability for love, comfort for connection, silence for peace, and I wasn't innocent. I chose a woman who didn't demand my heart because I wasn't ready to give it fully either. That truth hurt more than anything she had done. Weeks passed. No messages. No updates. I imagined her relief. The way her shoulders probably dropped once she didn't have to pretend anymore. That thought hurt, but it also felt right. Then one evening, she called. Her name on my screen felt heavier than I expected. "I'm sorry," she said before I could speak. Not emotional, not dramatic, just tired. She told me she missed the safety, the routine, the way life made sense with me. "I don't miss the marriage," she admitted. "I miss not being scared." That sentence said everything. We met one last time. Same cafe. Different people. She looked softer, lighter, but also unsure. She asked if we could try again. Slowly, carefully, this time with honesty. Months ago, I would have said yes immediately. Now, I asked one question. "Do you love me?" She didn't answer. That was my answer. I told her the truth. "I don't want to be someone you choose because you're afraid of chaos." She cried. I didn't, because clarity doesn't hurt the way confusion does. We hugged, not desperately, gratefully. She thanked me for letting her go. I thanked her for telling me the truth at the altar, even if I refused to hear it. After that, something changed. Not my life. Me. I stopped chasing relationships that felt easy but empty. I learned to listen to hesitation, to pauses, to warnings whispered instead of screamed. Love isn't built after vows. It's tested before them. And if someone tells you they can't love you, believe them. I still think about her sometimes. Not with regret, with respect, because she didn't lie. She warned me. And the real mistake was thinking love begins where truth ends.